Welcome back, fellas, to the third episode of the season. Now, straight to business, because we have people entering our hole without our permission, and we need to stop that. So, we're gonna get right into it. First up, you're walking in. You're walking in, and no, you can't come in here. But no, we're not gonna tell him that. Pretend I have a bow. Bow, 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 bow. Ah! Ah! Who would have thought such ingenuity? Ah! And then they hit the trap. Ow! Ow! And uh, and then they don't come back. Yeah, pretty much. Now, more. Say they get past here, and they're like, "Ooh, I like, I'm looking for their things. Look, big door, clearly good door. Clearly, all the riches are back here. I'll hit the mechanism that turns the door on, and no other mechanisms, surely." What? And then they die. And then they die when they fall into the big hole. The big hole in the ground. Right? Yeah, that's it. Anyways, with that brain rot out of the way, and I can cover up that, but we've been up to some stuff off camera. This was honestly, this was kind of rough, cause like the storage room is right underneath, so like my torch elevator had to be like tucked up like back behind this to go up to these pistons, and I was just in a huge space constraint. But yeah, so now we have a peephole here. I think that's cool. That was the whole idea of leaving this, leaving this square in there originally, but also I left it empty up here for that reason. But we go down here, and I have this fake doorway. It was never going to be a real doorway. It was always going to be fake. Just as a bait, you know. Even if you're like standing up here and you hit the lever, it pushes you down into the hole. So that is pretty sweet. Oh, I guess I can show you guys down here. Just two pistons here, pull that out. Over here, just 4 activate, push it. And then we have a piston extender thing. I don't know exactly what it's called. I know a double piston extender, they're like in series, but this is like... Anyways, the big thing with these, they're not hard, it's just this one has to activate before these. So, hence the repeater there that sets it off a tick. But if you guys have no clue what's going on, that's fine, because we're going to get into some redstone later this episode, because we are not going to get to the super smelter this episode. I thought, I'm not going to get to it all, so we're going to stick to doing our redstone here today, and then next episode we're going to get to our super smelter, so get excited for that. And on the other hand, we got our beds. So we got Juan, Richard, Darren, Ayuki Man, Trenners. I don't know if I missed anybody. If I missed you, let me know. And also, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's mine. We got 8 more beds. So, if you don't have a bed yet, let me know in the comments what color you want, and then you get your bed. So, before we go any further, I think that you guys need a quick lesson. Alright, first, this is an AND gate. Say it with me. And. Good. Okay. Alright, let's see if you can go 2 for 2. Say it with me. This one is a NOT gate. Not. Good. Alright, now, ignore how silly and quirky this drawing is. Because, I mean, as you guys know, I'm really not like other boys, right? Right, so, over here on the left, we have x1, x2, x3. Those are our 3 inputs. x1 being our door plates, 2 tripwire, 3 pressure plates, right? So, yeah, and y1 is the near door traps, and y2 is the rear door traps. Or not rear door, near entrance traps. Meaning, right, so y1 is only true when both of these are true, which, you know, this one is only true when x1 is not true, right? And when this one is true. So meaning y1 is only true when both x2 is true and x1 is false, right? So that's the only time this trap goes off, and the same thing goes here. Meaning, I walk across the door plates, everything is disarmed for as long as this pulse extender goes, meaning I can get through before the traps go off. Right. Now, back to Minecraft. Alrighty, so here we are in the redstone testing world. Our NOT gates, pretty simple. It's just a pulse into this. A pulse into this block, right? When it's on, signal is off, right? Our AND gates, a little more complicated, but not complicated at all. Our output here, 2 inputs. If our first input's on and the other's not on, boom, no signal. Same vice versa, only when they are both on, hence the AND gate. So, we go ahead and this is our basic schematic of the cave I have. You'll notice here we have our pressure plates, here we have our tripwire, dispenser, 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 all with arrows. These have arrows in them right now, but they will be potions at some point. So, as we'd expect, walk in here, get blasted, right? That one shot one too, if we watch. Boom, right? As we want it to. We walk over the tripwire, more shots, right? You know, whoever just walks through here is getting lit up. So, now, what if I want to get out? Well, that's when we pretend the other door's there. We have to walk over these pressure plates. There's our pulse extender down there. Our knots. But, walk through. No shots. That's because we have our, for this one we have our NOT gate here. And it goes into our AND gate here. So this only goes off when both of these are on. Right? And this one's only on when this one is off. So, pulse extender. I missed it. On. There. This trap is disarmed. Now it's primed again. So, pretty simple. Doesn't look simple just because I'm terrible at making the lines. I can't keep things compact to save my life, but it works, and we are going to go ahead and put this in our cave. So, be right back with that. Now, imagine, if you will, you are an intruder, and you're coming to try to get all of my cool stuff, and coming through the front door. Oh! Ow! Ow! Frickers! Oh! Oh! Ow! Man. And all that time. Oh, excuse me. Right. So, then, you know, they come back here and they, you know, are intrigued by the button, by the lever, and, you know, bye-bye. So, now let's see if it works on the way out. Across, across. No arrows. Oh, I'll be burping. Anyways, very good. It worked exactly how we wanted it to. So now, what you might be asking is, well, John, how in the heckers are you supposed to get into your base now? And since you're so curious, I'll show you. I worked on this a little. This is next. But, oh, a chimney. A completely ordinary chimney. Now, you know, you might be thinking, if you're just exploring the bases, that's a pretty sweet chimney. That clearly has fire down in the bottom. I'm definitely not jumping in there. And, well, I am. There we go. In through the fireplace. It's just, I can kind of explain a little bit. Pretty much all it is the first one has a tripwire because you can't put a pressure plate on a campfire. But it's just pistons that push you down further into the chimney. And it's on hay bales, so I don't take much damage. I think I take like half a heart on the way in. Yep, there we go. Okay, whole heart. And then this button just activates this flip-flop here. And it's just a similar piston extender right there. And it pulls up this wood, and it just pushes me out through there. So, pretty sweet, pretty cool. In terms of our entrance, we're now done. Meaning, really, the only thing left is whatever's going on here. But, now that means we get to do the fun part, which is making this cave not look like shit. And, hopefully, I can do that. Alright guys, now, I hope this doesn't bother you, but I have not sheared my hole in a little while. So it's a little overgrown, but it's ready. So, I'll show you guys it. Stairs down here. I'm trying to get a great view, but it's supposed to be a little busy, a little messy. Ignore that. But staircase down, little view there. Down here, just a bit messy down there. Right there, we got our void hole. So it's like mine shafts down there, but we got here. That's spoilers, right? I guess I'll just show you. But I was thinking, right? So we're gonna be building a super smelter up on the surface, right? And that's gonna take a lot of materials, and you know, how the heck are we supposed to get the materials up there? You know, so the fellas have been at work, and they have been building the first set of scaffolding on the hole. Check it out. I think it turned out pretty good. I tried to go like make it look a little messy, but more in the blocks I chose and patterns hopefully made it look a bit messy. In this open space, oh, I be burping. Open space we can kind of see through a bit and see some of the details on the other side. It just helps make it look a little more busy. But to get up, you know, it would be boring if it was just one path up, right? So we can't have that. So instead, it just takes a while. We just go up and up. You can kind of see how it's a bit repetitive, but I think it works together quite well. And what we got up here is our counterweight, because, you know, a little bit of physics for you, but if you want to lift something real heavy, you know, it's real hard to lift it, but if you have a counterweight, a lot less effort, right? But keep going up, and up here is just kind of like the tippity top of it. We got these gear, or not gears, but like sprocket type things. Of course, use your imagination. It's Minecraft, but some chains and sprockets to act as our pulleys. And yeah, I surprisingly didn't die while building this, which is pretty cool. But I like how somehow now my next little intermediate build has already... I have no good way to get down through here. Right, so my next like intermediate build already kind of like works into, you know, my cave decoration, which is the entrance to my starter base. So that's kind of what I meant, guys, by like, you know, I don't like starter bases. You know, I didn't want this to be completely separate from the rest of my base. It is part of the entire base. And so I think it turned out pretty cool. And I would like to hear what you guys think. So just be sure to let me know. But, you know, one last thing before I let you go. Again, we still have more beds. And Teagles, I got you. Okay. Still more beds, so let me know. And we'll get you one. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time.